Hello everyone. In this video, we will see how to create the pop-up message, something like that. When you click some button and you want to display some kind of as a pop-up, right? And on the pop-up, you will have some confirmation dialog, something like that. You will have buttons. When you click yes or no, then it should do some operations. So here I'm going to achieve one scenario. I have this screen developed from my previous video when I was doing the video for the pagination on the Fluent details list. You can refer that video. So after that, in that video, I have added the one column as an icon here. And when on the click of this icon, suppose when I'm trying to select this record and try to update this one, so I'm going to make this record as a deactivate or inactive. So I'm going to achieve this one. To do this, to confirm the inactive, I'm going to display one confirmation dialog, and on that dialog I will have one yes button. When click of that yes button, then it should deactivate using the patch method. Okay, so let's build it. So for that, we first I need to do a small change in the column items of this one, since it is displaying the icon names. So I have to make this call cell type as a clickable image here. So call cell type is a clickable image. Okay, so now it is displaying the image. Fine. So on the click of this image, I should open the dialog for me, confirmation dialog, and then I will have this one. So to do that, let's design the confirmation dialog. So I'm going to add the new screen. So we will use the rectangle shape here. So let's drag and drop, and the dialog will be something like this. The background image of this dialog, I'm going to set this as a gray color, and I will have the two buttons here and one label. So I'll just going to add the one label here. This will be, are you sure going to deactivate? Sure you are going to deactivate the selected record. Okay, this is the confirmation dialog message. Okay, and then I will add the new button. Okay, and this button I'll make this as a no, and then this button I'll make this as a yes. Okay, so now on the click of no, the dialog should be closed and it should display the parent window, and when it is yes, then it should perform the deactivate process and then it should close this dialog. So that thing we need to do. So for that, I'm going to create one variable, something like to show this one. So on the select of this one, already I have created one variable. You can see show is pop-up equals to false. This is the one variable I have taken to make whether this dialog should be shown or not, to visuality, to make the visual yes or no. So this variable is show pop-up by default. When I click this refresh collection, I'm setting it to false, and this will be used to display this dialog. So this is how it is there. To these components, three or four components what we have just now added, this has to be displayed together at a time, right? So it has to be grouped together. So that is why if we'll go to the component here, we'll select what are the components what we want to group it and should display together. We can take this as a group here. So these are the four component which is my part of pop-up dialog. I have pressed the control button and selected by clicking on this component items, and then right click on this, and then you can make it as a group. So it will create one group for you. You can rename the group as you want, and this group we have, it will display the entire component what is having, and going to make this visibility of this group based on that, based on the variable what we have created. So it show pop-up. So when the pop-up is so is true, then this dialog will display. If not, then it will not display. If it is false, then it will not display. So this is done. So now we have to control this variable, when to display, when not to display. Now to display this, obviously we have to click on this one, this icon, and then the pop-up should come, right? So we have to modify this the properties of this subgrid, properties of this grid here, the Fluent details list grid. So we'll go to the on select on change event here, and going to add the few thing here. So first of all, we will check the event, the click which we are doing, whether it is having on the uh, particular column or particular row wise or not. So to do that, so we are checking if self dot event name, if it is equals to cell action. If it is true, then we will check the another thing, if self dot event name, sorry, column name, if it is equals to the column and name of this one, it is coming from here, the collection, refresh collection, this is the column name. So we can copy this one, this name, column name we can give. So we are clicking on these column icons that we can check. And the next is the next we can check is whether the record is selected or not. So we can make a Fluent details list here, what we have. One second, column class. Okay, so Fluent, if silver column name equals to this one. Okay, this is mistake, this should come like this. Okay, so Fluent, so details list dot selected we are taking, and then they will be selected what name, or we can take it like which we want to verify the we have selected at least one record which we are going to deactivate. So for that condition I'm going to make, so I'm going to name this as a account number here, account name here, and I will add the check here whether it is blank here. So is blank, if that is the blank, then we can notify like at least select one record to delete. Please select at least a record, list a record, at least one record to deactivate. Okay, if it is done, then we have to perform the we have to show the pop-up. If the record is also selected, then we will display the pop-up. So we can set is show pop-up equals to true. If everything is fine, then it will display. So now this is done. So let's check if the if thing is closing correctly. Okay, so this is closing fine now. So this is a small piece of code on this uh, Fluent details list on change event or properties of this one. And we'll see if that is coming. Then after that we'll write the another code to update this button. So let's check if it is displaying. Clear the collection and click on this one. Please select at least one record to deactivate. I'm selecting this record, and you can see the pop-up is coming. Still, we have not written any logic to no and yes button. So when you click no, then this should disappear. When we click yes, then this record should get deactivated. Okay. So to do that, we can select the button, which is nothing but button no, and we can set the variable, set is show to false, and on the click of yes we have to do the operation of the update. So to do that, we can use the patch method, patch function, and the patch will be on the collection, which is nothing but source, which is nothing but our account source. And what type of thing we need, first we need to locate which record I'm going to update. So for that one, that is why we have selected the record, so that this selected record will be present in this Fluent details list selected item. And we have to do the lookup on the account so that we can find that record and then update it. So we can do the lookup on the accounts, and the condition will be the account name. You can take the, if you have some GUID value or some other by other columns, if you want to make the condition, then you can, we can use the other condition here. So I'm going to make find the lookup of the particular record from the account list by using the account name which I have selected. So here we are having the Fluent details list dot selected dot account name. So by this one, it will find the record. Then we need to update the properties, or also update the field of this one, value of this particular lookup record which we have found it. So to do that, I'm going to deactivate it. We have to going to set the status, right? So we are having the status, and this status we can set from the status of account dot inactive. So it is simple. We can set it. So once it is done, then we can use the set variable is so to hide this pop-up. So we can make this equals to false. So the code is pretty simple now. So I have done the patch on the accounts by taking the lookup record, finding the record which is with my name which I selected, we're setting the status to inactive, and then I'm hiding the pop-up. So let's see if this is working. But before that, I'm going to okay, this is clearing already, setting this pop-up to hidden, right, when I'll do the refresh. So I'm going to save it and play it again. Okay, when I clear, so pop-up got hidden. So I'm going to select this record, adventure works, and before that, let me show you there is no account adventure works inactive here. So I'm going to select this record and then click on this. Pop-up has come, click on yes. It will do the patch logic, and the pop-up got hidden. When I refresh this grid, so it has came here. So this is how you can develop your pop-up. The user interface colors and all I have not worked on, I have not improved here, but you can improve those UI look and feel as per your requirement. And I hope this video was useful to you. Thank you for watching this video, guys.